All right, guys, what's going on? What's good? What's good? Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. Know what I'm saying? It's a good day to have a good day. It is a good day to have a good day. Drop a like if you're here. 24 or 22 people on 4 likes. Y'all are better than that, and you fucking know it. You're better than that, and you know it. And you know it. But what's funny is, Trillion, I didn't even try to do that. I found this music a couple days ago, and that's all I've been listening to. I just feel like Marcus Aurelius leading the Roman Empire and like Roman soldiers into battle, you know, and like we're just taking everything over, bro. So it's very motivating. Know what I mean? I read like 17 books yesterday. It was phenomenal. But what's good? Christian Thomas, 2020 trillionaire. Sean, good evening to you as well. I Spy, Monkey, Hadar, Alex, Nikki. You getting ready to join the Educator Avengers? What the fuck is that? What is that? Sounds like a movie. I don't know what that is. Zach Hemsey has some good music for that kind of vibe, says Jada. What's good, Nina? And Felix, Lee Bright, and 50K Zay's in the building as well. What up, what up? So yeah, we had Jolt's job openings at 9. That was here. I slept in too much today. That was my fault. Actually, that was probably a good thing, to be honest with you. Because I would have woke up and saw all the news and I'd be like, ugh. Yeah, so we had Jolt's job openings at 9. And then we have FOMC meetings here in about 50 minutes or so at 1 o'clock Central. So ugh, it's been a little bit sloppy today. But I do think there was a little bit on small time frames. But yeah, unemployment claims tomorrow. Unemployment rate on Friday. So this week is ridden with red folder news. We should get a red. I should put on my red hat for the red folder news days. Maybe that's a good idea. What's good, Andreas? What is good? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I don't think there's going to be too much happening between now and this speech, but let me talk to you for a minute. What did we go over yesterday? The Q1. What does ONE stand for? What's the acronym? Who remembers from yesterday? Q1 ONE. Who remembers what that is about? See, look at the S&P today, dude. Look at this. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I guess I probably could have made a thumbnail too of the meeting minutes, but I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about it. Naruto's painting today again. Yeah, I guess that sniper is a pretty tough painting, isn't it? Naruto. And that QR code. It's going to take a couple days. Put that sniper up on your mom's wall, Naruto. But we're anxious to see the final result, Naruto. We're waiting for that. We're waiting for your wall to hit TP. We're all excited. All 45 of us on here are excited to see the final outcome of that wall. Organized, necessary, and efficient. Oh yeah. Did you guys write that down today? What's good, George? Did you guys write that down today? As Marcus probably would have in 161, 162 AD. Did you guys write it down? Or at least look at it? Man, I just had it. I think I used it as a bookmark for one of my fucking books. I also forgot to tell you about The Stranger by Albert Camus. I forgot to tell you about that the other day. As one of the books I'm excited for, but yeah. So I wrote mine down today: organized, necessary, and efficient. So what are some ways, chat? What are some ways that one can be organized? You let me know. You let me know, whether it's in trading or just in personal development side. Either way it goes. What can you tell me about how to be organized? Or like color-coded markups, I guess probably, that could probably be one. That could probably be one. Ooh, we have no upside wick on today either. That might be worth noting. Yeah, so the lows here are weird to me. And we have that daily / weekly low at 47.43. So yeah, I have zero expectations going into the PM session for today. I do expect some finesse though. Sean says plan ahead. Joe says write down daily goals. Felix says to-do list. Jada says rules and structure. Joiner says structure your life with a plan. Nikki says time management, trading plan, trading rules, clean house / room, and money management. What's good, Akinola? I had recently asked the chat about the acronym we went over yesterday or Monday this week about what one stands for, right? We are in Q1, ONE, and the short acronym would be organized, necessary, and efficient. So if you're someone or you know someone who doesn't have any structure, any values in their life, I would say at least the first 90 days of this year, you could focus on just those three things. And you'll be way more ahead than, I believe you would be way more ahead than you would be if you didn't have any values or any sort of structure for yourself. Right. So every morning, essentially, my social media is blowing up. That's always nice. Right when I get on stream, it always fucking happens. Every morning, you should ask yourself, what can I do today to be organized? What can I do today to only do what is necessary to avoid the non-essential? And what can I do to be efficient? Every morning. Every morning. And then in the evening time, same thing. Was I organized today? Did I do everything necessary today, or did I do unnecessary things today? And was I efficient today? You cannot fix a problem that you don't know exists. You know? So I think it's pretty solid. Man, everybody's sending me messages, long messages. Like, dude, everybody waits for me to stream to write me. Like, dude, 24 hours in a day. I only stream for an hour. And that's when everybody bottlenecks and sends me messages like, dude. Anyways, the Dow, I think, had a more decent low, the way that we created this low down in here. And this lunch price action was not wonderful to me, but the reason that I like the low here and not on the S&P, can you kind of see any differences here? Oh shit, look at this. I didn't even see that. That's a nice little shift in price delivery right there. That would have been nice. Right in the middle of lunch though. I would have said fuck that. But do you guys see a difference between how we made these lows on the S&P ES versus the Dow Jones YM? Do you guys see a difference? So here's the Dow on a 5-minute time frame. Okay. This is a little janky, but the lows, like how we formed the lows here. And then here's S&P. You see a difference there? What can you guys tell me? Well, okay. Extraordinary, yes. The ES does make a lower low here. And I'll give you that, but that's actually not what I was looking for. That's not what I was looking for, but you're all right. The reason that let's go back to ES. The reason I don't like ES here is because we don't respect anything that I would have expected for price to respect. Okay. Like say this imbalance, for example, that was initially respected at 1040. So just prior to lunch. And then it just completely trades through that. So it's like, all right. You know, and then it rallies again during lunch. Not my favorite, but it trades above and through all of these down candles. So we went over this yesterday. Yesterday's market review, same thing. I went over specifically, what does it look like? How do you look at price action and determine whether it's, going to continue lower, or say like here, for example, where we have a shift in price delivery, we have a change in price delivery. So we shift from bearish to bullish here. So down candles should be respected in bullish markets. And we see that here, right? We went over that yesterday. And then I just went over that again just now. But anyway, my point is we don't respect this imbalance at all. Whereas the Dow, it did. Short-term low. How do you know how far price can go below lows or above highs? There it is. Okay. This is also how you can buy below old lows. Your stop loss is my entry. That's like my phone case, right? That's like my hoodie. That's my saying that everybody took, but whatever. That's how you do that. Yeah, you can buy below old lows. You can buy imbalances below old lows as long as the low's been set. All right. And so Dow at least respects this imbalance here, whereas S&P was like, I'm just going to do something completely different and then shift in price delivery later. So I just don't care for that. Sometimes if I feel like price is janky, then I'm not going to mess with it. So, there's that. Dow wicks the imbalance twice and respects it, and pretty much. And then I don't even remember what the Nasdaq was doing. I think this is a daily. So yeah, on a daily time frame for Nasdaq, I can't tell if this is might be a premium actually. Oh, it's both. Okay. So there's a imbalance here on the daily, like right at that 50%. So I don't think I would long that. But that's what that gray box is, so you understand why this is highlighted here. But very, very similar story where the lows are just janky and it doesn't even trade into an imbalance, or it doesn't even trade into these down candles here either on a 5-minute time frame. So this just looks horrible to me. Like I would not trade this today. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the same thing I told the Twitter space yesterday. I feel like if I trade something like today prior to FOMC, I can almost guarantee you I'm going to take an L. I could guarantee I'll probably take an L. So we're going to wait and then see what the meeting minutes does. And then we are going to go from there. All right. So all right. So I asked, how do you stay organized? You guys basically said plan ahead, write down your goals, have your rules, time management, all that good stuff. So when it comes to doing things that are necessary, how do you differentiate between what's necessary and what's not necessary? How about that? Ooh, that watermark kind of gets in the way, but that's all right. How do you differentiate what's essential and what's not essential? What's necessary, what's not? What's necessary and what's unnecessary? How do you determine what is necessary from what is unnecessary, chat? Ooh, 50 viewers. Welcome, everyone. We got all-time highs for this year. I think we had like 30 yesterday. So we got 50 right now. Welcome to the stream. Well, you don't do things that don't align with your values or help you move your plan forward. Sean said, choices do I have to? Naruto says, is this activity / behavior productive / useful to my direction? Andreas says, prioritize. Prioritize what? What does that mean? G Money says, alignment with purpose. All right. So can you give me some examples? Can you give me some real world examples? What's good, Eli? What's good, Marius? Marius says, is this helping me going in the direction of my goals? Okay, we barely traded above that high. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Nasdaq went lower. Nasdaq was trash yesterday as well. Yesterday was trash as well. And we have like a small cluster of triple highs right there. Ugh. Gross. Gross. Sean says, in trading, if I take a trade for the sake of trying to be in profit. Nikki says, habits and behaviors and reactions / responses that lead to a positive or beneficial outcome, not wasting time or energy on things that produce negative outcomes or energy. Nice. Sean says, in life, do I do the dishes or let the wife nag at me? Yeah. Yeah. You know, the Bible says a nagging wife is like a leaky roof. Bro, I read that verse in Proverbs a few weeks ago. I don't think I ever once laughed at the Bible, bro. Until that moment. Never. Never in my life. Proverbs 25:15-16 says, a quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. That's, hey. I didn't write it. But it's funny. But you know, that's a good question, Sean. My go-to, if that were me, would be I'm letting them soak. You know what I mean? We're letting them soak so they're easier to wash. So, marriage tips with Jon Fibonacci, all right? There, you can feel free to write that down. G-Money says, how do you start your morning routine or scrolling through your phone? Yeah, see, that's a good one. That's a great question. 56 viewers, all-time highs for 2024. I like it. Welcome, everyone. Andrea says, do the things that make you better or really have to do first, or that you have to do first and after you do the things that are less important. Joyner says, like, for example, I go out to clubbing instead of taking yesterday's cable trade. That wasn't necessary. I agree wholeheartedly. Unless there is a time and a place. There's a time for work and there's a time for play. That is true. So I'm not going to say that clubbing is always the wrong thing to do. In certain circumstances, it is the right thing to do. Sean, I haven't met her. Well, hey, look, man. I'm doing my best, okay? I am doing my best, my friends. What's good, Stephanie? But yeah. I don't know why. And anyway, speaking of, the reason I bring that up too is because I'm doing a series, well, at least a short series. It may end up being a long series this year. It depends on how many I can actually get to do this. But right now I have one video that I'm almost done editing, but it is a conversation about Proverbs. Then I'm supposed to be doing another video this month in regards to Proverbs as well. So, wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Wisdom. And that'll be fun. And that's why I was reading Proverbs a couple days ago. I wanted to find some more verses that I thought were, pretty important. I mean, it's all important, but I'm saying, like, some are going to stick out more than others. And so when Sean said that, that reminded me of that. Quarrelsome. Yeah, interesting language, just like meditations. Actually, I have the modern library version of Meditations, which is a much better translation than the Penguin Classics version. The Penguin Classics version is kind of funny because it's in modern library, Marcus says, stop talking about what a good man should be, just be one. And the Penguin Classics one says, no more roundabout discussion about what a good man should be, just be one. So I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny because who says that? No more roundabout discussion. Nobody talks like that, bro. Nobody talks like that. Yeah. I'm probably the last person you want to take marriage tips from. G Money got a book called The Art of Living by Epictetus, my friend. That one is an absolute banger. Sharon LaBelle. Translation. Yeah. Funny story. No, well, not funny, but it's an interesting story. I went with a friend of mine to Barnes & Noble a few years ago. And we go there, from time to time. And they have a philosophy section. Oh, man, that's like incredible. And they had this one there, The Art of Living. And now look, let me tell you something, all right? You know how I know that money doesn't change people? It only brings out more of who you already are. This is what I do, okay? Now, you might judge me, and you're allowed to do that. You're allowed. But look, let me tell you something. You know what I do? I go to Barnes & Noble, and I find some pretty good books, and then I look at the retail price, and I go, okay. Then I go on Amazon, and I go, okay. So 99% of the books at retail are going to be way more expensive than the ones on Amazon. So let me ask you this. Do you think I get books at the store? Or do you think I go on Amazon? I go to the store, I look at which books I want, and then I go on Amazon to order them because I can save a lot more money doing that. Oh, John, come on, bro. You're only going to save like $5, maybe $10 a book. Yeah. And imagine having 200, 300, 400 books at your house. So a couple hundred books at $5 to $10 a piece adds up. And just because you have the money doesn't mean you have to spend it. But anyway, my friend got this one. I didn't. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get these other ones. You let me know how that one is. I'll read these others and whatever. So she read this one and she was like, bro, this book is awesome. And I went, all right, cool. I'll get a copy. And yeah, I read it. I've been recommending it ever since. So G Money, you let me know where you're at in that book. Can you give me your thoughts on gold when you get a chance? Yeah, dude, I think gold is like down today. Silver down as well. I don't know what's going on with silver. She's coming back. I was pretty excited in December, thinking we might get that run. We didn't. So, yeah, it's hard to say, man. I don't know. I know I've been making fun of anyone who's been trying to short gold the last 2-3 weeks, because they all wanted shorts from in here, like mid-December. I'm like, you want to short one of the most bullish seasonal patterns? That's gooberism. We don't want to practice gooberism, okay? So of course it flew in the face of the Twitter crowd. So I mean, it's pulling back a little bit, but honestly, I don't know what it wants to do. I don't know. I want to be bullish because of the seasonal average, like the seasonal pattern is bullish, but we're coming off of all-time highs. It's hard to say. I don't know. I don't always know. I think I'd be more focused on intraday basis. And thank you, G Money. A lot of people took that too. A lot of people took that shit too. And somehow forgot to include my name in it. But that's all right. It's going to rally till Christmas. That's part of it, but that's not the whole story. You know, but I'm not here to talk shit. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, all right? Trying to. But yeah, you know, people are just, they want to take all the credit, and that's fine, but can you trade, though? You know what I mean? All right, that's enough. On an intraday basis, I would look for relative strength. You know, I would look at the lows or the highs rather, either one. And I would try and see like, okay, which one is stronger or weaker? If it's bullish, you know, buy the strength. If it's bearish, short the weakness. And I would just look for intraday patterns, like say like this, for example. Now this is obviously hindsight. I've been with you this whole time. We have like 4 lower lows here, whereas silver hasn't done that. So 945 to 1150, 945 to 1150. I mean, fuck, even the lows don't line up. But either way, right, one of them is making lower lows consistently and the other one doesn't. So like silver makes a higher low here. So the one that makes the lower low, the one that manipulates, usually mitigates. So what does that mean? It means if it's going to mitigate, I'm going to look for mitigation. That's complicated. So like something like this, I think could be tradable. And again, like intraday basis. Because what are the probabilities that the market trades from here and then makes a 5th lower low? It could, but what are the chances? Like, what's the probability? Probability is that it's not going to do that. So like that to me is tradable. You got some highs up here. It could probably run for. Like this is longable, if that's a word. That down candle right there is a late long in my opinion, because there's an imbalance here. If price is bullish, this should be respected to go higher. So like that's what I would do. I would not try and do anything on the higher time frames right now, because I don't know. It's hard to tell. You know what I mean? For me at least. But that's that. Okay. So those are my thoughts on gold, and we'll come back to this later. I mean, we have meeting minutes in 20 minutes, so that could screw this entire idea up, just so you know. Okay. Just so you know, just so you're aware. So we have another case of where Dow has respected this imbalance here. ES a little bit came down to the lower end, and then Nasdaq just completely traded through that and down into the lower one from 11 from the lunch hour. So yeah, wildly mixed. Nothing that is a high probability upside target, plus meeting minutes. So I'm not pressing buttons. Look, I'm telling you, if I press buttons, I will take a loss. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Felix says oil was clean today. Dude, I don't watch oil like I used to. I don't want to watch too many things. See, so, all right. So watch these highs then. That's what we'll do. We'll watch this for a few minutes. So here's that 5-minute imbalance. We have these triple highs up here. So on small time frame, if price is bullish, we should see a run above these highs. Right? Traded into that, respected it. Like this could be a late next candle entry, but I'm not doing that. Again, I'm just going to watch it right now. Just going to watch it. I traded that mitigation with tight stops. Just wanted your thoughts. And oh, okay. Nice, Hadar. Very nice. Discipline is key. Yes, it is. Meant to ask yesterday, what makes you trade options instead of futures? Sometimes part of it is confidence. Part of it is volatility. Part of it is risk. There's a lot less. Oh, we're at 60 viewers. Hey, look at that. All-time highs for 2024 as well. I think that's also the height. All-time highs for 2023 as well was, I think, 60 or 62, something like that. So welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you come back. We live stream here 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, all for free. So not just days of meeting minutes, okay? But options carry a lot less risk versus E-mini. So what I'm saying is the E-mini S&P, okay? If you ever get into futures, the E-mini S&P is $50 a point. Okay? 1 point is $50 US. It's pretty hefty for some people. 10-point risk on a trade, that's $500. That's a lot for some people to handle. Micros is 1/10 of that. So instead of a $500 risk, you're risking $50. That is usually a lot more comfortable for most people. Most people usually start in the micros, and that's okay. I started in micros, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Now, on the option side, especially like weekly expiries, you can purchase option contracts anywhere from like $20 to like $200, whatever. But the risk is not going to be $50 a point. Like on SPY yesterday, here, I'll go over this real quick. This yesterday, when I longed this down candle right here, my risk was basically, okay, I'm going to watch price, and if it trades to either this low or probably this one, I'll get out of it. So that is not risking the entire contract. I mean, the risk on that could have been probably like $5 or $10, maybe at the most $15 per contract. So $50 a point versus a $15 a contract risk. I don't always go with $50 a point, or even $5 a point, or 10 given, more than one micro contract. So to me, I just said, I want to be a part of it, but I don't want to take futures risk. And that's why I went with that. So it's just discernment. And it's relative. It's up to you. But that's my preference sometimes. Sometimes I'll take the futures. Sometimes I'll take the options. Or like Tesla, both stock and I only had one option contract, but Tesla, stock and that as well. I think she's actually down today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, down 3%. We're going to leave that alone. We're going to leave that alone and find out. So, all right, about 10 minutes, about maybe 11 and a half minutes until the meeting minutes. So we're going to find out what I think about Euro. I haven't looked at it today in depth. I know I'll talk about that in a few minutes. The dollar index has been massively bullish, and I know I pointed out the 102.64 level last week. Not that I'm bragging about it, because my timing was obviously off. We had this consolidation up here and just a cluster of highs and consolidation. And when we got close to that, I thought we were going to run it, and we didn't. We traded lower instead. But you can see what the market has reached for today. We reached right up into that. So if you look at it, right, bullish dollar index, what has that done for the indices? Thursday last week was up here. Bearish indices. You see that? So there's a little bit of intermarket for you, but so it would be the inverse mostly for Euro. If the dollar's been bullish, Euro probably bearish. Okay. And now that those highs have been met, we need to see how we respond there. We have meeting minutes in 10 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen. If there was some sort of highs above the market or lows below the market, that might give me some more confidence. But that's the truth, is I don't know. I don't know. We have a daily level down here. Doesn't mean we have to hit that. And I'm looking at these other highs in here, and what is this? I'd rather go read, to be honest. I'd rather go read and let this do what it's going to do. Okay? But while I have 64 of you, while you're here, if you could drop a like on the stream for me, I would greatly appreciate that. I think it helps out the algorithm too, to help get more people on here. I don't ask for much, my friends. I don't ask for much. What would you say are the pairs you mostly see? Majors. Gold and US 30, neither one of those are pairs. So there's that, Omar. Gold is a commodity. US 30 is a CFD of a stock index. Just for clarification. So that's always going to be an inside joke because you had to be there in Dallas in 2019 or 2020. Someone, I'm not going to name names, someone was on stage and they said that US 30 was their favorite pair. And I fucking lost it. I fucking lost it. I went on Facebook like, what the fuck? So 65 viewers, all-time highs. Let's go. Let's go, my friends. Let's go. I don't even think I've done the subscribe button in a while. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. I got some pretty cool videos coming out for you guys very, very soon. 66. What a good day. What a good day, chat. I told you, I opened up the stream, right? And I said, today's a good day to have a good day. Did I not say that at the beginning? What threw me off about options in the beginning was time decay and adjusting. Oh yeah, time decay is a bitch. That's why I don't hold options that long. I don't hold them all that long because, yeah, I think over 80% of options expire worthless. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Forgot about that, John? Hadar, don't forget, bro. Never forget the shenanigans. Never forget. Slang Pips has made some jokes about Dallas, bro. I don't got nothing against Dallas. Nothing against Dallas at all. It's a beautiful city. The drivers there. I mean, every city has shitty drivers. That's just that. But it was the people that met there at the conventions and stuff were just, ugh. Just a lot of shady people. I mean, you had people that were on stage saying, fake it till you make it. US 30 is my favorite pair. Like, I don't know, man. It was just not for me. Not for me. You know what we'll do? Matter of fact, since we have so many people on here, I'll open a chat back up. I'll open the chat back up. It's usually member only, but you know, we're in the 60s today. So I will open it up to subscribers. You only have to subscribe for a minimum of 1 minute. So if you want to ask something or if you want to have commentary, you're welcome to do that. Any other day it would be member only, but you know, a lot of you are on here and I want to make sure that you know, we have a good time. Ooh, we have a difference in lows there too. Yeah, what an ugly day, dude. What an ugly. I think I'm just gonna stick with Dow for now. I want to stick with watching Dow right now. Well, and then we'll see what type of volatility we'll get. I'll do a brief run through the dollar, metals, currencies, and then indices. But unless we just don't get any volatility at all. You're welcome, Elmer. You're welcome. But if you don't want to miss out on future chats, just get a membership. And you'll be here. You get a little badge too. You get that sniper as well. The sniper badge is what I meant. US 30 is my favorite CFD. Glad I never attended one of those conventions. Elmer with the truth bombs today. You're welcome, Monkey. You're welcome. John is for the people. I've always been about people, bro. Always. That's why I am where I am, bro. That's why I am where I am. And I think about that from time to time. Not that I don't want to shit on people because I think that's the wrong thing to do. I used to do it a lot. It's fleeting. It's very fleeting. The feeling of superiority and dominance is very fleeting. I don't recommend it. But I do think about that from time to time. How most people do have to wake up and sit in traffic and go to work and hate themselves all day long. And I don't do that. I sleep in, I trade, stream. I love what I do. I read and hang out with you guys, you know? So, you know, that's that. And one thing leading up to meeting minutes, one thing I can tell you is if you are someone that's like that, if you are stuck in the matrix, if you are someone who, like I just described, waking up early, sitting in traffic, hating your job, hating your boss, hating your coworkers, living paycheck to paycheck, stuck in the matrix, if that's you, the last thing you ever want to do is hate on other people, shit on other people, and just be miserable. That's what's going to keep you there. That's what's going to keep you binded in the matrix. Don't do that. Be for other people. Be generous, be kind, be courteous, be helpful. Don't be an asshole. Just my 2 cents. Thanks, Emmanuel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for the comments. Used to be so sick, never made the convention back in the day. Now I look back like, yeah, it's probably for the best. My premature brain didn't go. Fake it till you make it was nothing I needed to hear. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, fake it till you make it is probably the worst advice that's out there. It's probably among the worst advice I've ever heard somebody give. But you know what though? The thing is that young people are susceptible to bad advice. Young people, teenagers, and even like 20 up to like maybe 25, I consider young. I'm 30 years old, bro. So from like, I don't even know when kids mature. Well, let's just assume the bracket of 16 to 25. That's young people, okay? They don't have discernment. They don't know what good advice is, what bad advice is. Ooh, those triple highs are still up there too at 855. The S&P seeing a little spike as well. The Nasdaq trading lower and basically filling in that imbalance there. That's interesting how we did that. Even though it's like it's only been a couple seconds. That's interesting to me. But the crowds and a lot of my students as well, not everybody, but a lot of them are younger. A lot of the guys on Twitter, same thing. That's why I make fun of teenage mentors. I'm like, your mentor's 18, 19. They don't know shit. What do you know at 18, 19-year-old as a trader? You don't know anything. You've been watching the markets for like 6 months. You don't know. Yet selling mentorships. Whatever. Whatever, man. But it's the personal development side too. You got a fucking, 22-year-old life coach? Are you serious? What do you know about life at 22? What do you know at 22? Let's go see what the dollar has done. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot at the opening of the hour here. So, look, I'm not going to be here for another hour. I just wanted to see if there was going to be some initial volatility like we're seeing. So the volatility is probably going to continue for a while. So higher dollar, lower euro slightly. Slightly lower British pound as well. Let me look at the metals real quick. See if they've done anything. We talked about gold. Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit. Didn't we talk about these highs up here? Right there. Didn't we talk about that? Boom, that was tapped into. Speed analysis. Inaccurate. And accurate, my friends. We'll see if your Twitter gurus are doing that kind of shit. But it's fine. It's fine. Dollar, metals, currencies. Yeah. So, I mean, it's only been 3.5 minutes, but I think the volatility will continue for the rest of a while, especially if he's speaking right now. So if you guys have any last minute questions, now's gonna be the time. Because I'll give it just a few more minutes. And then I need breakfast, bro. I haven't had breakfast or lunch. I haven't eaten yet today. Happy New Year's, everyone, says Nicholas. John, do you consider looking at the dollar index when considering a gold-silver relative strength? That is part of it, but there is a loose correlation between the dollar index and the metals. They fall in and out of correlation. So I don't look at it as much. If you can get confluence there, good. If there's no confluence there, I can still take a trade. Just like I explained a little bit earlier about gold and silver. It's like I'm looking for relative strength and liquidity. Liquidity first, relative strength, order flow, and that's it. Oh, it's showing I wasn't even 18 around the Dallas. Well, there was multiple Dallas conventions, but the one I'm referring to was, I think, in 2019 or early 2020. Manifestation and personal development from the company, I would have ate it up. Yeah, I don't. Manifestation, I think, is overrated. Manifesting and shit, it's overrated. Highly, highly overrated. Don't you think you can learn something from an 18 to 22-year-old specifically about the charts? I mean, you probably can. I'm not saying you can't learn anything, but I'm just saying, like, as an 18-year-old or 19-year-old, what experience do you have? What experience do you have? If you go look at, I really want to watch this, but if you go look at JP Morgan, okay, and what we did last year, well, what I did last year, and you look at shit like this, okay, buying the fucking intra low of the year and seeing these fat moves like this, I can do this because I have experience. Your teenage mentor is not doing this. They're not. And if they do, they're probably right like 20, 30% of the time. I tweeted JP Morgan only once or twice. Silver, I only tweeted about silver a couple of times. I'm not showing you just the highlights. That was that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of experience that I'm talking about. They lack that. They don't have the experience to do that. And it just doesn't, like, why would you listen to someone who doesn't have a lot of experience? Ooh. So lower low on Nasdaq. Jesus. I think that's a slightly lower low on the S&P right there by like a tick. That's interesting. So, yeah. Bit of a strange day. Yeah, if you look at this 1 minute chart, very back and forth, very give and take. Look at that 1 minute candle here at the open, right? A lot of back and forth. Same thing with Dow. Yeah, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole, bro. Not messing with it. What's good, Dusty? Dusty. It was feeling so wrong back then to enroll and teach people that are older than me. Yeah, I understand, Edgar. What calendar do you use? I'm currently using Forex Factory. I use Forex Factory as well. That's what I have over here. But I just have the red folder. I don't have all the other shit on here. Just red folder. FOMC. And that's why I said tomorrow in the morning, I will not be up for this. I promise you that. Unemployment claims at 7:30 Central. And then unemployment rate for CAD and US dollar Friday morning. Same time at 7:30 Central. So, nope, I use the same calendar. Have a good one, Alex, if you're still here. 2 trades, 2 TPs. Very nice. Kevin said, John, do you trade your own capital, prop firms, or both? I trade my own money, my friend. Some people have more peace of mind with prop firms. Some people have more peace of mind with their own money. I like trading my own money because I can do what I want. I can hold over the weekend. I can, not that I would over leverage, but I could. You know, it's the freedom of it too. So, but yeah, I think this is a good place to pause and pretty much be done with the stream. I could stay here, but I'm not going to. I usually try to give you guys a bias, like what I think the market's going to do. All of these markets, I don't know. There's highs up here on Dow. There's that daily level for the S&P that it could trade lower. So what am I supposed to do with that? Which means I'm going to do nothing. That's what that means. Ooh, that 15-minute wick though. So yeah, we'll cut it here. So If you guys haven't already, drop a like on the stream. It is much appreciated. And I will see you guys on Friday for our next live stream and the last one for the week. Where do you look for long-term investments? In stocks. Long-term investment in stocks. So yeah, you guys be good, man.